What specific problem does the SHOW model aim to solve in the context of multimodal understanding and generation?
The SHOW model aims to solve the problem of unifying multimodal understanding and generation within a single framework, addressing the limitations of existing models that typically treat these domains independently. Specifically, it seeks to integrate autoregressive modeling for text with discrete denoising diffusion for image generation, allowing for a seamless interaction between text and image modalities. This integration is crucial as it reduces the number of sampling steps required for image generation, enhancing efficiency compared to traditional autoregressive models. Additionally, SHOW eliminates the need for separate text encoders, inherently encoding text conditional information, which simplifies the architecture and improves performance across various multimodal tasks. Ultimately, SHOW aspires to provide a versatile solution that supports diverse applications, such as text-based inpainting and mixed modality generation, without necessitating fine-tuning.
How does the proposed SHOW method work? Please illustrate the algorithm step by step, detailing how it integrates autoregressive and diffusion modeling.
The proposed SHOW method integrates autoregressive and diffusion modeling through a systematic approach. First, it tokenizes both text and image data into discrete tokens, creating a unified input-output space. The architecture of SHOW is based on a pre-trained large language model, LLM, which processes text tokens autoregressively while employing a discrete denoising diffusion process for image tokens. Specifically during multimodal understanding, SHOW maximizes the likelihood of text tokens using a next token prediction, NTP objective, while for image generation, it utilizes a mask token prediction, MTP objective, to reconstruct masked image tokens based on the context provided by unmasked tokens and preceding text. Finally, the training pipeline consists of 3 stages: learning image token embeddings, aligning image-text pairs for multimodal understanding and generation, and fine-tuning with high-quality data, ensuring effective integration of both modeling techniques within a single framework.
Can you provide a simple yet illustrative example of how SHOW produces results for a given text prompt, including the steps involved in the tokenization and generation process?
SHOW processes a given text prompt through a structured tokenization and generation process. First, the input text is tokenized into discrete text tokens using the same tokenizer as the pre-trained LLM, while the accompanying image is tokenized into discrete image tokens using a lookup-free quantizer. For example, if the prompt is a blue sports car, the text is converted into tokens that represent each word or phrase, and the image is represented as a sequence of discrete tokens corresponding to its visual features. During generation, SHOW employs an omni-attention mechanism, allowing the model to process text tokens causally while enabling full attention for image tokens, facilitating comprehensive interaction between them. Finally, SHOW generates the output by autoregressively predicting the next tokens based on the input sequence, effectively producing a coherent image that aligns with the text prompt, such as rendering a blue sports car based on the provided description.
What are the practical advantages of using the SHOW method compared to other models like NextGPT and Chameleon in handling multimodal tasks?
The SHOW method offers several practical advantages over models like NextGPT and Chameleon in handling multimodal tasks. Firstly, SHOW unifies both multimodal understanding and generation within a single architecture, unlike NextGPT, which requires separate models for understanding and generation. This integration allows SHOW to process text and image tokens simultaneously, enhancing efficiency. Secondly, SHOW employs a discrete denoising diffusion process for image generation, which significantly reduces the number of sampling steps required, approximately 20 times fewer than autoregressive methods, leading to faster generation times. Additionally, SHOW inherently encodes text conditional information without needing an extra text encoder, streamlining the model's architecture. Lastly, it demonstrates comparable or superior performance to individual models with a similar or larger number of parameters across various benchmarks, showcasing its effectiveness in multimodal tasks.
How did you validate the effectiveness of the Show-O method? Please describe the experimental setup, datasets used, and the performance metrics considered.
To validate the effectiveness of the Show-O method, we conducted a comprehensive experimental setup involving various datasets and performance metrics. We utilized 3 types of data: the refined web dataset for text-only data, the ImageNet -1K dataset for image data with class names, and approximately 35 million image text pairs from publicly available datasets for multimodal understanding and generation tasks. The performance of Show-O was evaluated on multiple benchmarks including POPE, ME, Flickr 30K, VQA-V2, GQA, and MMMU for multimodal understanding, and Frechet inception distance, FID, on the MSCOCO dataset for generation fidelity. Additionally, we compared Show-O's performance against both understanding-only models and generation-only models, demonstrating that it achieves competitive results with fewer parameters, thus validating its capability as a unified model for multimodal tasks.
What key results were achieved with Show-O, particularly in terms of performance benchmarks? And what do these results indicate about its capabilities compared to existing models?
Show-O demonstrated competitive performance in multimodal understanding and generation across various benchmarks. Specifically, it achieved comparable results to LLAVA v1.5, a model dedicated solely to multimodal understanding, while also outperforming understanding only models like InstructBlip and QuenVL, chat on benchmarks such as GQA and Flickr 30K. In terms of visual generation, Show-O achieved a Frechet inception distance, FID, of 9.24 on the MSCOCO dataset, indicating superior generation fidelity compared to larger models like DAL-E2, which has 5 times more parameters. Furthermore, on the GenEval benchmark, Show-O outperformed similar-sized models like LDM, and achieved comparable performance to larger models like SDXL and SD3, showcasing its robust generative capabilities. These results indicate that Show-O effectively unifies multimodal understanding and generation, positioning it as a next-generation foundation model with the potential to scale and achieve state-of-the-art performance.